Welcome to the channel. This is Sparkle and I am an artist. Obviously. So it makes sense to say I made masterful art pieces as a child. However, nothing about me makes sense. So of course my art projects absolutely sucked. I'm a firm believer of growth in people, but I'm also a firm believer of bullying yourself for your past mistakes, so let's do the latter. It all started in the art class. After I got to 3rd grade, the whole thing became boring and tedious. Every day we were forced to draw the Lego Man, and I hated Lego ever since. But before we were subjected to this torture, we were given the free will to copy art tutorials. I mean, you can't blame them. They didn't actually think any of us would make a living off art. I was just the odd one out. Insert fairy joke here. After the tutorial, we would most likely get to draw whatever we wanted, but rarely we would be able to craft things. I only remember 2 instances of this happening, but I'll give you peace in mind. Yeah, both of them were terrible. The first thing I made was a pot. This is the pot. Yeah, it's not like in those animes where the main character struggles with the rotating pot thing until he gains confidence and magically defines all his struggles because plot convenience, and then at the end he uses his magic pot to murder the mafia boss in his high school just to get the girl. They just gave me a piece of clay and told me to make a pot. I even carved my name onto the bottom using macaroni. Of course, I'm not gonna show it to you because it has my name. Were you not listening? Honestly, I believe macaroni's the best way to watermark your product. This video was made by Sparkle. And apparently sponsored by Craft. Another day of innovative art. And this time we're making a bird. You know, what could possibly go wrong? In fact, nothing will go wrong, ever. Well, let's see what I came up with. Okay, so, remember when I said after the drawing tutorial we would draw whatever we wanted? Well, because I would always be afraid to showcase my artistic prowess, I would only draw rainbows. So maybe I was really fixated on rainbows. Or maybe the markers became hallucinogenic after using it so many times to the point where everything I made had to be a rainbow. I don't know anymore. I don't remember the specifics. But I think the birds were pre-made this time because there's no way any dumb idiot child could have made something this cool. Not the paint, by the way. So we were told to paint the bird whatever color we wanted, and of course I made it rainbow because it had psychedelics. However, we were also supposed to add tails, which my bird obviously lacks. Now you might be asking why the bird lacks a tail. Well, I thought my bird was already perfect, and I didn't want the bird to have anything else special because my favorite lifestyle was vanilla ice cream. Even with these federal crimes guised as art, the video still isn't done. Woo! Just because the school stopped forcing me to make things doesn't mean I can't do it myself. Back in 2020 or so, again, I found a YouTube video which forever will be cemented as the best, most influential. No, we're not doing this again. There was a video of this guy making an endless card and I thought it was cool. So cool, in fact, I tried making my own. And just like my other works of art, my endless card was absolutely horrendous. Like the other ones I may have exaggerated how bad they are, but this one, there's no defending it. The front picture says flip me, but every time I do, it feels like this thing could tear at any moment. Like I made this in January of 2020, but still, this is bad. This is really bad. Also, you can probably see the pictures on the back of other pictures. And this is because I sucked at drawing. Sometimes mess up proportions or something else about the picture. But since I used to draw so hard, I had to either flip the page or erase it as hard as I could, which is why you can see the ghost of the failed drawings. And it could also be the reason why all the paper's raggedy. Still, these art projects were really fun to make. Sometimes you gotta just spice up your art life or it'll just get stale. Right, future me who's drawing all these pictures in the span of 2 weeks, please subscribe. I don't know how long I can keep this up. Also, I thought it would be cool if at the end of this video I would recreate the endless card, but I don't have any glue. Looks like the only spice my art life is getting is salt. Also, there's one more thing I purposefully left out of the entire video. Remember when I said I was forced to draw Legos? Well, I took a class where I had to make 'em. But that's a story for another day. Make sure to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and smash the comment button. Also, I made other videos. Go check them out. Except for Basically Mario. That one's dead to me.